A young man is dead. His name was Ajith Kumar, 27-year-old, a temple security guard in Sivaganga, Tamil Nadu. He was picked up by the police last Friday, and in a couple of days he was dead. Not in a shootout, not in a hospital bed, but in custody. He had no criminal record, he had no motive, he had no evidence against him. All that there was suspicion. And suspicion is a terrible thing, ladies and gentlemen, when the person who is suspected is a common man. In our country, the rich and powerful are suspected of so much, like Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Mehul Choksi. But they get away. Vijay Mallya gives 3-hour interviews, if you can call it that. But when it comes to the common man, they are killed on the basis of suspicion. The suspicion of Ajith was that he had stolen 80 grams of gold. No proof, suspicion. And what was the price of that suspicion? The visual you see there, ladies and gentlemen. He was beaten in custody. What more proof is required? What more time-wasting investigation is required? He was arrested, detained, tortured, and killed on the basis of suspicion. That video was shot by someone, maybe a fellow inmate, who saw him being beaten across repeatedly. And now his aged mother and his elder brother have nothing but questions, tears, and a lifelong sorrow. The post-mortem says it all. There are 18 injury marks on his body. Head, chest, ribs, back, head. Dried blood around the ears. Ajith didn't just die. He was beaten, battered, tortured. And what did the police say? The police said he had a seizure, that he collapsed while trying to escape. Escape? From where? From what? From whom? Who gave the police the right to play judge, jury, and executioner? Remember, viewers, it is on the basis of this very suspicion that an innocent man spent 50 years in jail in Uttar Pradesh on charges of murder and was let out only after he turned 104. We reported that case. In that case, the 104-year-old man, when he came out of jail, didn't get to see his dead wife. He had 2 out of his 4 children dead when he was acquitted, and his body was numb with old age ailments. So you see, when the system suspects someone who does not matter, when the system suspects someone who is a common man, who doesn't have political influence under his thumb, or who doesn't have billions in his account, they can kill you. The system can kill you. The system can keep you in jail for 50 years without suspicion. This is the system in our country. And we are told we are going to be a Viksit Bharat. How will we be a Viksit Bharat? How will we be a developed nation if this is what the common man goes through? Who will protect a common man who is beaten and assaulted? And then they say, have faith in the criminal justice system. There will be justice for Ajith. What justice for Ajith when he's been killed? But when it comes to the powerful, the big money people, the same system bends backwards. So we are a country, we are still waiting today. We have signed some free trade agreement with the United Kingdom, but the United Kingdom is not giving us back Vijay Mallya, Lalit Modi, Nirav Modi. And I wonder sometimes if we are trying hard enough. These are the people who owe millions to the country and its taxpayers. They're enjoying their life abroad. In our country, on the basis of suspicion, one man spends 50 years in jail, comes out at the age of 104, and a 27-year-old gets killed. Nothing has changed in this country, ladies and gentlemen. The system does not go behind the rich and the powerful, even when there is undeniable clinching evidence against them. This is the shameless hypocrisy of the system in India, where the cost of a common man's life is too cheap in the eyes of the ones drunk on power, money, and influence. Now, in the case of the custodial death of Ajith Kumar, I'm told 5 police officers have been arrested. But viewers, will that bring this 27-year-old young man back? Will it restore the faith of millions who are so afraid when they hear cases like this? Just imagine the impact it has on people who are anyway so afraid of walking into a police station. Because what are the images of policemen they have in their minds? Sachin Vaze, Parambir Singh, and these kind of people who have tortured and killed people in custody. And this is not an isolated case. Tamil Nadu has seen this before in 2020, the case of Jairaj and Phoenix, the father-son duo who also died in custody after suffering external as well as internal injuries while in custody, and they were killed. Why? Because the police say the man refused to follow their diktats during lockdown. So for a lockdown violation, a father and his son were killed. Today, on the charge of theft, not a conviction of theft, on a charge of theft, a 27-year-old man has been killed. And I'm asking tonight, why should the upcoming assembly elections not be about Ajith Kumar altogether? Why should the upcoming assembly elections not be fought on the premise of eliminating institutional duality of the system? Udayanidhi Stalin and M.K. Stalin should understand that just saying we will abuse Hinduism every day and on that basis of Hindu phobia, vote for us, is not what the people of Tamil Nadu want, and we are watching them very closely. What the people of Tamil Nadu and the people of this country want is simply a delivery of justice. They want to be treated equally. And it is tragic today, that at a national level, the case of Ajith has not become the number one news story, not the number one issue to discuss among politicians who are tweeting about all kinds of irrelevant things. Because the reality is, for politicians, Ajith Kumar is not an issue. The fact that he was not a criminal, but he was killed, is not an issue. They will discuss everything else, and that's the hypocrisy of the political system in India. Doesn't change. BJP, Congress, anybody can be in power. It doesn't change. These politicians are all the same. They all want to talk about issues they think should set the agenda for the country. But I say tonight, the agenda should be Ajith and Ajith Kumar. He should be made a symbol of the injustice of the system. Ajith Kumar was not a criminal, but those who killed him in uniform are. And they must face the force of the law, not suspension, not transfer, and certainly not what I am hearing, CBI inquiry. CBI inquiry. I'm sorry to be cynical. What did CBI inquiry get in the Sushant Singh Rajput case? When has a CBI inquiry automatically delivered justice with the speed that it deserves? So today I don't understand. If they are happy about a CBI inquiry, good for the political parties who are happy about it. It does not solve the issue. If the politicians of Tamil Nadu and those who want to make Tamil Nadu their political playground at the national level have the right intent, then let them commit to making justice for Ajith into the number one issue. Suspicion can cost a common man's life. But suspicion does not work when it comes to Lalit Modi, Vijay Mallya, Mehul Choksi. The system that people like Rahul Gandhi are so proud when they say we were born into the system. That level of arrogance, that system is unfair, that system is anti-people. And if that system ensures that you suspect a common man of a crime, suspect, and have the right to kill him, then the system is worth nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's challenge the system.